Eating disorders like anorexia, bulimia, and binge eating can bring on extreme emotions, attitudes, and behaviors surrounding weight, food, and issues involving that. They are serious, very serious, emotional and physical problems, and they can have life-threatening consequences. Let's break this down now. Anorexia, okay? Anorexia is an eating disorder. It's characterized by self-starvation, okay, and excessive weight loss. You have a couple of main symptoms now. Okay? Resistance to maintaining body weight at or above minimal normal body weight for your age and height. Intense fear of weight gain or being so-called fat, even if you're underweight. Disturbance in the experience of body weight or shape, or denial of the seriousness of low body weight. Girls, serious problem. You could lose your menstrual period once you're post-puberty. Okay? Now let's move to warning signs. Alright? On that note, just because it's a warning sign doesn't mean that it's going to happen. Some people cannot show warning signs or any type of warning, okay? Dramatic weight loss. Anybody who's preoccupied with weight, food, calories, fat grams, and dieting, it becomes all you think about. Not wanting to eat certain foods, like for example, completely cutting out carbs of your diet, not eating any of that. Frequent comments about being fat and its anxiety about becoming fat or gaining weight. Developing food rituals. Okay? A food ritual is rearranging food on your plate, excessive chewing, eating in a certain order, that type of thing. Excessive rigid exercise regimens despite weather, fatigue, illness, or injury. That means even if it's a blizzard and it's negative whatever, you're going to be going out to work out, right? Because you can't become fat. You're going to be sensitive to cold, and excessive facial and body hair is going to grow. Okay? Now let's take a look at health consequences now. Since anorexia involves self-starvation, the body is denied essential nutrients. Okay? It needs those essential nutrients you need to function normally, so the body is forced to slow down. Okay? In this process, to conserve energy, the slowing down can bring medical complications. All right? The abnormally slow heart rate and low blood pressure causes and means that your heart muscle is changing. Okay, that brings a risk for heart failure. The lower your heart rate and the lower your blood pressure, the greater at risk you are. You're also at risk for things like osteoporosis, muscle loss, severe dehydration that can eventually lead to kidney failure, fainting, fatigue, just overall weakness, dry hair, dry skin, hair loss. Hey, who wants to be bald? Come on now. Alright? You're also going to develop lanugo. Alright? Lanugo is a downy layer type of hair that grows all over your body, including your face, and this is male or female, and this is your body's attempt to keep warm. Alright? Thanks, guys.
Bulimia is secretive cycles of binge eating followed by purging. It's eating large amounts of food, more than what's eaten in a single meal. Bulimia is secretive cycles of binge eating followed by purging. It's eating large amounts of food, more than what's eaten in a single meal in short periods of time, then self-induced vomiting, the use of laxatives, or over-exercising to get rid of the food and its calories. Here are some symptoms of bulimia. Signs of bulimia are frequent trips to the bathroom after meals, unusual swelling of cheeks and or the jaw area, calluses on the back of the hands and knuckles from self-induced vomiting, and discoloration or staining of the teeth. Binge eating disorder is the periods of uncontrollable or impulsive and continuous eating beyond the point of feeling full. No purging is involved in binge eating, unlike bulimia. The struggle with anxiety, depression, and loneliness is also a symptom of binge eating. Binge eating is also known as compulsive overeating. The body weight of binge eaters may vary from normal to mild to moderate or severe obesity. Binge eaters often eat when they are not physically hungry and in secret. Here are some consequences of binge eating.
Dietary diversity explains that no matter what cultural heritage you are sampled as, whether it's Chinese, French, or Italian, if you belong in an ethnic group, you may find cuisines that benefit each type of ethnic cooking in its own nutritional way. The Chinese diet includes plant-based, high in carbohydrates, low in fats, and animal proteins. It's considered one of the healthiest in the world. But according to the laboratory tests of typical takeout dishes from Chinese restaurants, the restaurants include way more fat and cholesterol than hamburger or egg dishes from fast food outlets. The average person in China consumes 25 to 40% more than an average American. It is true that cooking slightly will destroy 10% of the nutrients from vegetables, but the remaining 90% is still unlocked and available. Despite a high diet in saturated fats, the French have one of the lowest rates of coronary artery disease in the world. The French diet resembles the American diet, but French portions tend to be 1/3 to 1/2 the size of an American portion. There are pasta dishes in the world other than Italy, but most Italian menus also include grilled chicken and fish, which is also a great diet choice. There are also starters, which includes healthy vegetables such as mushrooms, peppers, and artichoke hearts. There is also the vegetarian diet. Not all vegetarians avoid all meats. Vegans are the ones that eat only plant foods. Lacto-vegetarians eat dairy products as well as grain, fruits, and vegetables. Lacto-ovo-pesco-vegetarians eat dairy products, eggs, chickens, and fish, but not red meat. Vegetarians also have lower incidence of breast, colon, and prostate cancer, high blood pressure, and osteoporosis. They meet their nutrients by paying special attention to proteins, iron, vitamin B, calcium, and vitamin D.
Pardon my voice. I'm kind of sick up in here, but here we go. Metabolism is a crucial part of life consisting of three simple steps: ingestion, digestion, and absorption. Ingestion is simply the intake of food, getting your grub on, eating, same thing. Absorption, on the other hand, is when nutrients from the foods that we eat is absorbed into the bloodstream and then travels to all the cells within the body. Digestion then occurs, breaking down the food and turning it into energy for our bodies to use. Digestion begins when you chew. Your teeth help break down the foods. Saliva softens the foods. After you swallow the food, it goes into the esophagus. Surrounding muscles Surrounding muscles help push down the food into the stomach. Just like things that get worn out over time, after age 40, your metabolism slows by 5%.